Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're about to start day 2 of our trial. Or is it technically day 1? I'm curious if that starts over and whether or not that will make a difference.
Hey Nick. What is it this time? You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
Huh? Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atme's trial today.
Detective Atme?
They say they're going to try him as mask to mask.
Oh, wait a second. Something about that doesn't seem right. Or at the very least, like, incomplete. Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Mask to Mask's trial.
I know. By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore.
I know you don't like me. What? Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year.
Please don't ignore me.
Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning.
No one likes me. No one would even notice me, even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Well, wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief.
No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. Let's see, according to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the heists. But then they always blackmailed him for the item, but gave him a small fraction of what it was worth.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. Is it because of Atme's trial? Because if he's found guilty, well, I don't know that necessarily affects anything. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready. Preparation is the last refuge of the weak. Does that mean you did nothing? You just sat in your office drinking coffee? Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. Beg pardon? I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Ha! Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that's exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes. Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. The judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, at the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness. We got the prosecution rests. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. How are you establishing these norms when you've never done a trial before? What? No. Well, the first one is always the best. Mr. Cato, your witness? Okay, then let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rondelite, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. Oh, we're thinking back to those days. Oh shoot, I missed text. For the briefest of seconds, I was worried that the recording hadn't started. Alright, sorry about that.
Ah, you got guts, Trite. Alright then, Mr. Rondelite, please take the stand. You did it, didn't you?
Yes.
What? No. That's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making. Once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Ha! Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
My visit to KB Security, okay. That evening around 1 a.m. I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay, nothing...
1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
Who are you? You'd never know it from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Press that. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? A Phoenix. Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow and my internal clock was also a bit.
1 a.m., that's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
It ordered you there?
It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this or take that. Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say anymore. Now, what should I do? Press harder? So what did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said to bring $50,000. Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Ha!
Muddy Mud Skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. What an oddly specific thing to say. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. I feel like that's not true. Just what were you being blackmailed about? Anyway, wait, no, we were just trying to hide that. Oh,
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct?
I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
Well, that's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was masked to mask.
That's why I knew they were just hollow threats.
Sure. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Security chief, you? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? Everything to you is a perfect motive for murder. Cut in front of you in line. Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject? Did he talk about why he was fired? I didn't say anything. Life after being fired. Why was he fired? It's been a week. I don't remember why, and I need to know. We'll probably end up having to circle back to that. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well, the world is filled with those who have said, I wish I'd never asked that.
Okay, then I take it back.
Defendant, please answer the question. I needed money.
You needed money?
Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company.
What? Oh, we're digging ourselves in deeper and deeper and deeper. Come again.
KB Security has a lot of security info in all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief,
you stole some data and sold it.
And Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I had never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own.
What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You'd do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you admit you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't. Wait, but Desi doesn't know about that. Why would you do something like that?
Well, for Desi's hobby, what else?
Wasting money, huh?
It's not a waste!
So Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? Wait. So it would seem. I'm not sure to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. Can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think seriously about couples.
Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. Yeah, around 1 a.m., so I think we're gonna have to present some evidence. I think there are also some. I can push that one statement. Find out about like life. Oh, maybe I need that life after getting fired. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. Blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. I feel like that's not true. Alright, let's go. Again, sorry, it's been a bit. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. Is there a contradiction in there? Ron's wallet. Publicity photo. Damask's brooch. Oh wait, the gem and the thief. No. CEO office buzzer. Connected to the basement security guard office, there are no fingerprints on it. Okay. Buzzer record. I don't think that's going to come into play yet. Ron's testimony. From Damask's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. I don't think that's going to come into play yet. Who do we have for profiles? Mask Damask, flashy thief who steals valuable works of art, sends a calling card before a heist. I don't think that helps. Ace Detective has acknowledged that he is in fact Mask Damask. Claims he is Mask Damask. Used to work as a guard for KB Security. Rondelight's wife hates criminals and cowards more than anything. An exhibit. Oh wait. My friend picked up Rondelight's wallet while working on the night of the crime. Seems to know me somehow. CEO of KB Security. His body was found inside the safe. Okay. Which, yeah, let's go around. Never get close to the truth. Yeah, was it the... Okay, let's press this again. Used to be a security guard. Yes, that's right. Security chief, you. Fired without notice. Ow, I can't... What? Uh-oh. Was it not that one? Let's try this one. Or it ordered you there. It was the first time I'd gotten a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. And shut him up. No, nothing else we can press. I feel like there's a contradiction here. Yeah, it was going to it would cause him trouble. If his identity got out... If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world... You don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Wait. The list of... Painting a sculpture. What are they referring to? When they say red jewel. Or red diamond. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. Okay. Just gonna... I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where the office was. Okay, so there's nothing to contradict there. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. Do we have any proof that she did? I don't believe so. She seemed to genuinely believe that he was on the up and up. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
Got a bad feeling about this, we better be careful, but if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. That evening around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. And if you don't have anything to contradict there, because we know that's basically true. His wallet was found. And his card was clocked in. And I mean, he even told us that he went there and stuffed Bullard's body into the safe for some reason. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. Yeah, there's not really anything. This is the only thing there is to contradict. So I feel like there's like two things I could present. I could present... I guess I wouldn't present the blackmail letter because we're already, like, talking about it. But it does include... If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world. And if you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Or is it Desi? Hates criminals and cowards more than anything. Alright, doesn't look like we're gonna lose anything by trying, and I don't want to sit here forever. I feel like we have gotten nowhere. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. What doesn't? I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret. Certain person? Ms. Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. But listen to me, my Desi, she's... It looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Ugh, Godot. Yes, we know, it was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. I wish I could get that to go away, because that would be a cool thumbnail. Sorry. No, everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. Don't say that in court, you dingus. Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. Okay. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said that Mask to Mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Atme turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Ha! No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that. Well, what are you saying? I really was attacked. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Trite? Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Godot. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. When I entered the office, there's a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. We're gonna have to press that. When I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in this testimony either. I bet you he's still hiding something. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of him. I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated. Oh. We'll keep going. We might have to stop in the middle of this, but we'll keep going for now. Who was this suspicious shadow? If there was 1,000 of me, and even if one knew, I'd tell you, trust me. He's dodging all our questions, is not helping us win this case. Okay, how was the victim Mr. Bullard at that time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place? That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Forget it. Okay. Your forehead. Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. So I think it was a little I was a little dazed for a while. I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him. Okay, what is that? Could you please clarify what you were referring to? Why, my mask to mask costume, of course. Oh, wait just a moment, mask to mask? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as mask to mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind? Ha! My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. Why were you dressed up as mask to mask? Why, because I'm mask to mask, of course. What are you talking about? Mask to mask trial is being held next door. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the mask to mask issue. So I thought I should go as him just to be safe. Oh boy. Well, let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I'd expect. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. Whoa, what was that? Back up a second. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable. Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? And we'll have to find out what, Ron was thinking in the next episode, although I highly doubt we will ever know. At least in general, how that man's brain works. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.